Welcome back, Christopher Maynard once again. I am going to continue to show you how to join the machines to the Chris.com domain. So I'm going to start my domain controller. So once we get that up and running, let me just show you that in the network we have the machine still in the work group. The server is the only one in the domain Chris.com. Right, so let's start with our Vista machine, and in order to do this, let me just show you this: computer properties, and you can see that it's in the work group. So in order to do this, we go to change under the computer name, domain, and work group settings. We change settings, continue, then we go to change, and we change it from work group to domain, and here we would enter the FQDN, the fully qualified domain name. So the domain name is KRYS.com. Now I could enter KRYS without the .com and it will still take it. Alright, so enter. Now it's asking you for the password. We'll use the administrator domain password. Enter our password. And at this point it tells you welcome to the Chris.com domain. So next it will tell you to restart your machine, so you have to restart your machine. Close, start your machine. Okay, the machine is restarted, so we'll click Control or Delete, and here you would see that this is a sign-on for the computer, which is the Vista PC user. So we'll go to switch users, other, and now it's asking you to log on to the Chris domain. Now how we would do that, again, we have no other user accounts except the administrator, so we're going to sign on to the administrator. And how you do that is you type the domain name KRYS\administrator, and the password. So let me show you. If I go to computer now, properties, you'll see that this is now part of the Chris.com domain, and the full computer name is vista-pc.chris.com. Okay, so we know it's part of the domain, but we can go to network here, and you would see the Vista machine is part of the domain, while the other machines are still part of the work group. Alright. Now the Windows machine is fairly the same as the Vista machine. We'll do that quick, and then I'll show you the XP machine. Okay, now let me show you the XP machine. Now it's more or less the same process. Computer, properties, so you go to the computer name tab and then you change, that's the only difference, and then you go to domain. You'd see the major difference when this is restarted. Now, as you can see, the prompt here is slightly different to the other machines. Here you have the user password and you have a drop down here. This drop down asks you to log on to Chris. Right? It doesn't ask you to change users, but you change the drop down here, whether it's the computer or the domain. And because it's the domain name is here, you no longer have to type the domain name / but you just put the username, in this case as the administrator. And the password. Sorry, I seem to have entered the wrong password, sorry. See, it's in the domain, and if we go to the server machine, we need to refresh this. Okay, that's it. In the network you're not seeing it, but however, if we go to Start, Administrative Tools, and you go to Active Directory, Users and Computers, background you can see the XP machine is in the network neighborhood. You can see all the machines are in the domain. If we go here, this is the chris.com domain in the Active Directories, and in the Users and Computers you'll see the machines that are in the domain. Alright, remember that's, let me show you that over again. Close this, let's not get confused. It is Start, Administrative Tools, Active Directories, Users and Computers, and you see the machine. Now finally I'm going to show you how to do a trust relationship, and it's fairly simple. You right click the machine that you want to do the trust relationship, and in the contextual menu you go to Properties. Then you go to the Delegation tab and you go to the Trust. Well, this is using the Kerberos method. Trust this computer for delegation to any service, Kerberos only. And then you apply and click OK. And it's simple as that with each machine. So there you go. We have successfully joined our machines to the domain, the chris.com domain. Thank you for watching, and in my next video I will demonstrate domain profiles and how to create users on the domain.